It was interdimensional. It was only the moon and me. It was past pataphysical. It was what said the tune in G. It was long irresistible, like a thorn in a blossom tree. Or was lost imperceptible. It was nothing if not serene. I wasn't big, I wasn't small, I wasn't anyone. It was multi-directional. Wasn't there to determine why. It was plainly invisible, like the depth of the blue sky. I was whole and divisible, but you asked me if you could try. There was no individual. There was not even you or I.
How we doing?
I wasn't
Are we here? There we are. How are we doing? It's been a week. I missed you guys. I'm doing well. I'm shifting the camera as I always do. I feel like the light's way yellower than usual. Let me fix that. I love when it just like is different some days. There we go. That's the bright white light. Is that better? It's alright. So I got a new skirt thing. I'm gonna stand on my spinny chair to show you guys. Look at it! It's cute and it's lacy and it's got these little strawberries on it. And the little like sleeve things. I definitely need a better shirt to wear underneath it. I was going to wear my white turtleneck. Oh, now I gotta shift it all over the place so I don't have lace stabbing my thighs. But it's so cute. I was gonna wear my white turtleneck, but it is really hot. I think it's above 20 degrees. So I wasn't doing that. That's stupid. I would not. It's a bad idea. But it's so cute. And so we're wearing the tank top right now, and I think you can see I've got a bit of a sunburn right here. It's actually like really bad, like in the back here. You can't see that. But I may have been a silly Billy, and my mom had like a trumpet recital at a market yesterday. I put sunscreen on my arms, I put sunscreen on my legs, I put sunscreen on my face, but I forgot that the shirt I was wearing, it had a slit right here, and I haven't worn it like in a long, long time, and I don't think I've worn it when the sun's out. Like, I think I've only worn it like early spring, late fall sort of vibe. I forgot about the fact that I have to put sunscreen there. And so, yeah, I kind of got very, very burnt yesterday. But I caught it immediately because as soon as we got home, let's actually tap into the game while we're chatting. But there's for some reason an Enderman in my house. Oh, it's nighttime. That is so true. I cannot rest with that man here. Now I forget what I was saying, you know? I was like, I'll tap into Minecraft and keep talking about it. Maybe it's the Minecraft. Maybe that I've just become a worse Minecraft commentator. Hey, Buster. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. What if I come and just get you on my own? You're still in the corner. Get in the stupid boat. Yeah! What was I talking about other than my sunburn? Anyways, I was a silly Billy, and it's very burnt. That's what it was. I caught it as soon as I got home because I got home and I was feeling all icky and sunscreeny and whatever. So I was like, I need to like change out of my current clothes, and then like I didn't want to actually shower because I'd showered in the morning. I was a little lazy. Did I sleep? Is it daytime? I don't know if I slept. There's one way to find out. Oh, yeah, it's daytime. We're gonna work on the minigame today, by the way. That's what we're gonna be doing. Can I find the Risha Tower before that guy got me? And I could. But yeah, I decided I'd just like change into shorts and like a sports bra and then just scrub down my arms and my legs where I had sunscreen. And that worked quite well, actually. Um, I wasn't expecting it to necessarily because it was a hot day, so like obviously I was sweating and I was like, I don't know if that's gonna be enough of a wash to like feel better afterwards, but it was. It was quite effective, so I'll probably do it again in the future. I feel like my face cam's too high. I want my bows to be visible though. It looks like it's foggier than usual, actually. Do I need to clean my camera? I don't have any cloth around me to do so with, so I might just be a little foggy look at today. But yeah, because I did that, it meant I immediately stood in front of a mirror wearing like a different shirt so I could see that I had a sunburn, and I was like, whoa! So I've been moisturizing it. I moisturized it, I think, right away when I got home yesterday, and then once before bed, and then once this morning. So I've moisturized it 3 times since. So I don't think it's gonna end up being super mean to me, which is good. Okay, we're gonna work on this, and I'm gonna make myself work on it. We're gonna be good about it. Not sure exactly what it's gonna look like, but I've decided to commit to just slamming things down and being happy with the end result, regardless of what happens. Because I feel like having spent 2 streams on this and this is it, this is all I've gotten done, that's a little silly. Like, we cannot be accepting that. We're not gonna care if it looks silly. I mean, it's a monotone thing anyways. It's gonna look a little silly. We don't need our peak building skills for this. But yeah, I was gonna tell you because obviously I haven't streamed in a week. I got a lot of things to tell you guys. Mini games are kind of hard to do. They are. They're hard to make like look nice, I find. I've never been a huge fan of like I usually do try to make a mini game on a server I'm on, but like I always hate how it ends up looking generally. But yeah, I hadn't done a lot until the weekend because I just kind of was feeling off all week, which is why I did cancel. I was actually a little annoyed because I streamed Monday and then I felt great on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I was like, so I canceled stream. And then Will and I went to a medieval fair on Saturday. And just like that, Will's in chat. Hello, Will. That was lots of fun. I supposedly I have stories to share with you guys. Last time I was on a log on in the middle of that mini game build and was so confused. Oh, the last time you logged on in the middle of this mini game. That makes more sense. What am I trying to do here? I need you. And then we're just gonna mirror this. How tall are we? Hi. It was a very good fair. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of counted without actually counting there. So we're just gonna trust that I did that properly. What to talk about the fair? It was a good fair. I sent a picture of my outfit in my Discord. I was a little jester guy. That was a lot of fun. The funny thing about that, Will invited me. Will, when did you invite me? I think you invited me like a month ago. And I just like forgot. I tried to invite Will to go do something else on Monday. I was like, yo, let's do a stream on Saturday. And he was like, oh, when? Because we're at the fair. And I went, we're what? So I completely forgot that he'd invited me. Yeah, trust Teddy's counting. That will go well. Yes, it goes well. It goes so well. We needn't concern ourselves about my counting. But yeah, that tells you how bad the like brain fog's been affecting me. I completely forgot like what like I remembered saying yes to going to the fair. Had no memory of when it was supposed to be. Which is probably just on me for not writing it in the calendar, but usually I'd have a vague idea of when those sorts of things are going to be happening, and I just didn't. I just straight up had no clue. I know what I'm doing. Trust. But yeah, that was a little silly of me. But then that meant on Tuesday and Wednesday, I just started sewing like crazy. I got like super hyper fixated on sewing the stuff I needed for the Jester outfit, which came out so much better than I expected. Obviously, like doing a little, oh, I'm out. Doing a, like, little tunic affair, that's super easy to sew. You just fold a rectangle in half, essentially. But, the hat itself, like, I didn't have any sort of pattern or anything. And, like, I kind of measured it in the most vague way one could possibly measure that sort of thing. I think it was great. It came out phenomenally for that fact. But yeah, a little two-pronged jester hat. It was so cute. I have some stories to share from that day too. I want to make sure I caught up with chat though. Teddy's counting is always great. It's always great. It's always great. We don't need to question my counting. It was actually correct this time. So you can't blame me for that. So I see Vax in chat. Why am I a grandpa? Why am I a grandpa? I think instead of like directly mirroring it, I'm gonna do like this sort of affair, which means actually I need to do counting. Is this a... No, it's not a direct diagonal. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, why am I a grandpa? Yeah, I was like, and now we're both busy that day. Yeah. It was so funny. I thought it was hilarious. What it's fine. I'm here. I'm with it, guys. Oh, I'm way too high. I'm so tall right now. I think I need to be one higher. That seems right. It's fine. We need not question. Can confirm good Jester outfit. It was the greatest Jester outfit. Probably not the greatest, actually. I saw some people with some pretty cool Jester outfits there. And I'm out. Yeah, I'm actually, one thing I'm quite happy with is, like, the makeup turned out super well. And I was a little, like, wary of the makeup because, like, doing white lips is always questionable. And it took a lot of mental energy to not let myself think too hard about it because it looked good if I didn't think too hard about it. Um, a funny thing that happened while we were at the fair, which Will didn't quite witness this, but we passed by a group of people, and there was this girl, she had, like, rainbow hair in, like, a bob. And we just, like, were passing on, like, a little tiny, like, walkway bridge. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It goes over a creek, so it was, like, a little tiny thing. And as we pass by, I make eye contact with this girl, and the funny thing about it is I don't think I was supposed to hear this, but she kind of made direct eye contact with me as she said it. But she kind of just looked at me and, like, under her breath, she went, "Oh my god, you're so beautiful." I was like, "Ew." So that made me a bit more confident in how my makeup had turned out. Because, yeah, I kept joking to everybody, it looks really good, but it also kind of looked like I inhaled a powdered donut. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just kind of funny. But I liked the white lips better because before I just put the yellow circles on the corners of my mouth, and that didn't look quite right. I don't think it was. I don't think, like, if I had, like, maybe yellow face paint, the vibrant and perfect circularness of it would have worked, but because I was using eyeshadow, it just didn't quite land how I wanted it to. Why does this feel so much closer than that does? Holy Riz. I don't know. I never know how to react to those sorts of things. But it was quite funny seeing the, like, strong reaction that, like, I'm pretty sure I was not supposed to be, like, witness to necessarily. Okay, I've got all this willow, and I do want to incorporate it, but that means I need a, like, lighter blue as well. Do I have access to a lighter blue? Do we in this game? Um, Pretty standard bridge methinks, yes. Your makeup looked good, can't confirm, my mom agrees. Okay. It is a thing where, like, I know the makeup looked good. It's just, like, I had to not think about it. Okay. I need to just keep slamming down, like, outlines of little buildings. Essentially, it's gonna be capture the flag, and I want, like, 5 places you could check for the, like, flower pots to be hidden, and then there's 3 in total. You know? So that adds up just a little bit of difference in each game based on where people decide they want to put their flower pots. Maybe I'll just do shaping like this for now. How far away is this? What is happening here? Oh, I'm making capture the flag. I've been working on it slowly, but I've had a bit of, like, brain fog stuff going on, so it's been hard for me to focus on any of my projects other than editing. Which is really annoying. I love that for my life. I just realized I still don't know how long this is. It's one from the back. Okay. What else other fun things happened at the medieval fair, Will? I got, obviously, this cutie patootie dress. I got that there. We befriended a lot of people who, like, came up to us and were like, we've been seeing you around, which is always really funny. It happens, like, anytime Will and I go to stuff. Will and I concluded that it was likely a situation of people who are nerdy and go to these sorts of things don't tend to also, like, be big personality, somewhat extroverted people, which is funny. I wouldn't describe myself as extroverted, but I'm not shy. You know? Like, I'm very self-confident. Sorry, I've been distracted. I'm very self-confident, but I, like, don't get energy from hanging out with people. Like, I need my me time. And if I spend too long with people, I get grouchy and very, very tired. So I wouldn't describe myself as being somebody who is... No, I don't want to do that yet. I want to mark things out. I wouldn't describe myself as an extrovert. Yeah. Would you describe yourself as extroverted, Will? I don't actually know that for sure. We'll have another, like, towerish thing back here. We'll make this one 5, though. How big are you? You're 7. And maybe we'll scooch it in, you know? We'll like have it go up like a certain amount of blocks and then scooch it in. I just want these to be like distinct shapes at this point, and then we'll figure out the rest later. Yes, just one with anxiety. So we've got self-confident introvert, and then anxiety extrovert. I love that for us. We are so cool and epic. But yeah, we end up usually being some of the bigger, like, most, like, we also chill at these places for long periods of time. But that is, like, right in front of that. I don't want that in my life. I know I want another shape somewhere here. Maybe it's just, like, a little tiny thing. We're 2 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! All is well. Okay. Water. But yeah, the beginning of that story was a lot of people would come up to us. Maybe this one has like a basement. And we're just like, we've been seeing you around. You guys are so cool. Blah 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 blah. Like, chatting with us and stuff like that. What other fun stories are there from that? I feel like we didn't do super cool things. I feel like the most eventful thing was that lady being flabbergasted by me. Which I'm still thrown off by. I feel like I do have a lot of these stories where people think I'm, like, really cool or, like, pretty or whatever. And usually chat goes, "Oh yeah, so you, blah 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 blah, like, of course you are," and then I'm like, I am not used to this. Simply put, this is new. not a lie. It always throws me off, even though it's kind of been happening for like 4 years now, where I've kind of become the most confident person in the room usually, and people can kind of feel that. I struggle with recognizing that because like throughout like a lot of my like elementary and high school years, it didn't matter how self-confident I was. People still like were not all that big of a fan of me. So it's always interesting how that changes when you're an adult. Like how confidence starts being perceived differently, you know? Because it is. I need more pine. Oh, there's a Enderman here, apparently. Audibly. Where, though, actually? Where are you? I had to look at chat to make sure I'm not crazy and one of you's done a blurb. I don't know if I have an Enderman teleportation blurb sound effect. I kind of forget what, like, all my blurb sound effects are, other than, like, the ones you guys use all the time. We kind of just chilled and we traded some trinkets and talked to people. Yeah. That was kind of it. Actually, the sun's setting. I should sleep first. I think an interesting thing is the next day, I actually didn't know when my mom's trumpet thing was going to be, but I knew she was going to be playing at a market at some time. It was kind of like a craft farmer's market. It was a really tiny affair, though. And I knew she was going to do it sometime soon, like sometime in this week, but I didn't actually know it was yesterday. Until that morning when my mom looked me up and down and was just like, you are not dressed yet. And I was like, dressed for what? And she was like, the thing, are you coming? And I was like, yeah, obviously I want to come if you want me to come, but you never told me any details about it. And she was like, I was like, I can go shower now. And she was like, okay. And so I went to that, and that's how I got my sunburn. Sadness. Um, that was me being silly. Better than my dad. My dad didn't wear any sunscreen at all. I actually made fun of him. Because we were standing in the sun watching like my mom play her trumpet, and he kept trying to like bring us over to the shade, and I was just like, are you just hot, or like did you put sunscreen on, or have you decided you're gonna get skin cancer? And he was like, I'm gonna go stand in the shade, you can stay here. And I was like, okay. I actually don't know why I've run this way, because if I'm buying more pine, I need my diamonds first. Honestly, probably should just move my diamonds into my ender chest. At this point, it is actually way more efficient because I keep buying from Meow's shop. But part of it is, part of going to the fair thing. I have much monies. We'll just put whatever's left of this into a ender chest in the shops. And then I'll forget it's there. It'll be great. But yeah, there was cool stuff at the market. I got quite a few cool little trinkets and stuff. Where am I going? um, I feel like I'm saying a lot more than I usually do. It's fine. It don't matter. What was I saying? I was talking about the market. Yeah, there's lots of like trinkets and things, and there was also a guy who like makes custom punk jackets. So hilariously enough, both my dad and I got real into that because, oh, I'm trying to remember what it's called. My Oh, no, don't click that button. I'm dumb. Let's focus on one thing at a time right now. 5 stacks of pine, and it is June 8th. Okay. Now my mom started playing the trumpet downstairs, so I'm going to be half present because of that as well. Because I'll keep just zoning out to listen to it. Yeah, so there's punk jackets. My dad is into, I think it's new wave punk? Or like something wave punk. I don't remember. Whatever like the Clash and them are part of. He's always been really into that. So he got actually pretty, he honestly seemed more excited about the jackets than I did. Well, at first I wasn't really interested in the jackets at all. I was more interested in their pins because they had some really cool handmade pins. I didn't end up getting any for some reason. I think it's because I forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I didn't realize it was like a market. So I didn't bring my wallet. I just brought myself and my phone. So the things I did get, I had my dad buy for me, and then I e-transferred him. It was a little silly of me. I should have thought harder about it. I was just I'd never been to this market before. And to be fair, we weren't really calling it a market. We were calling it by its location. So I wasn't completely a silly Billy, but I was a little bit. But I did get some cute things, and I will show it probably some other time when I actually have the stuff to. There's trumpet in my head, guys. That I know is faint enough you guys probably can't hear, even when I'm talking. I also stopped by a cool little bookstore. That was fun. It was near the market. Do you have anything to share about my time there? Not really. I've decided I want this here. So then, like, the back end can be taller. I just want, like, where you can, like, tell different shapes and stuff has gone into this. Like, not everything's the same height level. I want some variation in that department. Have you guys been up to anything interesting in the week that I've been gone? Because it has been since last Monday that I streamed, which I am so sad about. One thing that's exciting is the Last Life finale comes out tomorrow. I'm halfway through editing it, so I'm a little bit behind. My bad. My bad, guys. I got halfway through editing it, so that's pretty good, at the very least. Finale already? Yeah, well, everybody kind of was dying a little fast, and you've gotta base, like, even though it's a fan series, you kind of have to base it off of, like, people's abilities and who's still around. So considering, like, Mel got out in the, 3rd episode, it would feel a little silly going that much longer without them, you know? There's no reason for that needing to be facing upwards other than being the same as everything else. But that's why I'm doing it, just to clarify. I think I can reach everything. Other than actually the ones in the center. But that's fine. I fell. What was I talking about? Before that? Before I got distracted by missing. Oh yeah, Last Life. But yeah, just for pacing's sake and everybody having fun, since the Life series, we're all kind of a fan of it, but in terms of gameplay and the way our group likes making content, isn't 100% suited for our group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, we're a lot more of the, like, story heavy rather than, like, Minecraft skills heavy, you know? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, like, some of us just, like, don't have as much fun with a Life series, so it makes sense to keep it a bit shorter. Though, part of this is also, like, a test Life series for our group. So, we were kind of discussing doing, like, this as, like, a tester for what, like, our group is happy and comfortable with doing, and then adjusting the Life series for if we are doing it in the future to be more suited for our group. So one thing that we have discussed, we actually haven't had, like, the full meeting for it yet. That will be next Wednesday. But one of the things we have discussed is the idea of being on normal mode instead of hard mode like the actual series. I don't mind hard mode, obviously. Arctic SMP is hard mode. But a lot of people in the group don't really play Minecraft hard mode regularly, or even normal mode regularly. So I think it makes sense to adjust it for our group when we do play it. But it's kind of probably gonna just be like a in-between series kind of thing that we do. Never something we take seriously or make like the Withered Productions brand is doing Life series as well. You know? Which I think works. I mean, I was saying, I think after the first episode on one of my streams, that, like, I actually never really saw the idea of me doing a fan Life series before. Because I wanted to develop my own brand separate from being a fan. And I think I've managed to do that enough to obviously, like, be comfortable doing a fan series, because, I mean, Bloodbound's technically a fan series, even if it has some pretty unique traits to it compared to vampires and such. Oh, I didn't actually connect these. But yeah, and other series that we're going to be doing is completely devoid of fan stuff, so I think it's pretty interesting. I kind of forget what the main point I was going for, if that was. Kind of stumbling over my words now. That means I should drink water. I remember that, yeah. I think it was when I started working on this minigame thing that I said that. Where's my bed? I was not paying attention, and I came back, and I was like, we have a meeting, before realizing it was Withered and not involving me. Yeah, no. Funny thing is, I said that, and then was like, God, I forgot I even had that meeting in a couple days. So it's a good thing that I'm actually telling you guys about it. I think this high. I changed my mind immediately. I have no scaffolding. It's all been put away again. That's fine. Did I have more to say on that? I don't know if I did. I don't think so. But yeah, I feel like if you do see more Life series from us, it'll be quite heavily adjusted and a lot more our own style of thing. Which I think works. I think this group is quite creative, and we like having our own style of doing things. I mean, if you even look at the fact that, like, each group kind of had, like, a storyline. Like, each team in our Life series kind of created their own storyline. I didn't really go for that, because I didn't realize people would even think of doing that. I think it makes sense though. But yeah, I was going for. I'm gonna leave it like that for now because it needs the inner blocks to go on to the next level. But this is gonna have a tower on top of it. Well, I'm out of that. Damn. Meow, do you sell nether woods? Let me through! If not, I'll just go to the nether. The yacht boys are my great. Yeah, yachties are great. We kind of fell apart with me turning red. Because Raina was kind of forced to join the Deep Dark team. But I think it ended up being a well-rounded series, even if it was short. You don't? Okay. I'm sure I can find warped wood pretty quickly. I'm sure. I say remembering that I had to go pretty far, and we are in biomes with plenty. Has anyone actually bought any of the? No, they haven't. Sadness. I don't see any reason why anyone would buy those. They're kind of bad, but okay. I do know I ran off in that direction originally to get it. I didn't really bring blocks for scaffolding myself, but that's fine. I have my tools. We'll run off in this direction. Yeah, I'm excited to, like, I really need to finish editing that, because the finale is so good. I think you guys are gonna enjoy the finale a lot. I was quite satisfied with how, it kind of rounded itself out. I don't know why I'm curious about that. I feel like I've never noticed that before. But it also means you guys can start getting hyped about the next series we have that I can't tell you anything about yet. But it'll be coming pretty soon. Maybe even a month's time. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know how exactly I kept going that direction. Does this look like I built this? I don't know. It doesn't really actually, but somebody has. So we will go this way. I feel like I'm squinting now. It's dark in here. Is my gamma all the way up? It is. Feels darker than usual. Maybe because I have the white light on my ring light on right now. Instead of like the mid-toned one. We're just gonna squint from now on. Are you guys excited for a new series? I know you probably are. But I'm a little nervous because it might be in the middle of me working full time that we start. Ooh. That scared me a little bit. Yes, I'd like to go that way actually, around my issues. But yeah, I'm excited for the series. I'm worried about my editing schedule because of work, but we'll make do. I'll just, I'll edit in the evenings if I have to. I say like that because my brain is like non-functional in the evenings, but we'll make do. It's non-functional. It's my executive dysfunction gets so bad in the evenings, it's really hard to get myself to get started on something and to focus on it. But, I mean, last year I started writing some essays in the evening, and it didn't go horribly. I didn't enjoy that I started making myself write essays in evenings, but usually I do things mid-afternoon is the best time for my mental fortitude. How far down is that? I'm gonna do it. Ah, it's gonna be quite hard to get back home. I've perhaps made errors. Just perhaps. But it's okay. We will have to bridge if we must. If we must. The average person would tell me to use a warp stone or an elytra. But the bear does not do such things. The bear is better than that. Wrigley! Hello, Wrigley! Welcome to stream. It is dark again. Hey! A bridge that I may or may not have built. Which means I can follow it back. Hopefully, at the end of the day. You're cleaning your room. That's nice. I fell in a hole. I have a Deku figurine that I got in Japan, apparently is how I'm gonna pronounce that. A few years back. It's very detailed, but it was only like 40 bucks. I wonder if I should sell it or keep it. I mean, I guess it depends, like, how memorable it is to you. Like, do you still like that fandom, stuff like that? I am getting hot, and this is why I did not wear a turtleneck today. Even though it would go better with this skirt. Let me out! I want done with this tunnel. Oh, whoa, lots of chat going on right now. I mean, My Hero Academia. I like My Hero Academia, but I'm not really in the fandom anymore, and it doesn't fit with the rest of my room decor. Yeah. I mean, I have some My Hero Academia stuff myself that I've just put up on my bookshelf. I'm not really in the fandom as much anymore either. But also, I don't care much about my room decoration because, I mean, it's my childhood room and I have never bothered to organize it in a specific way to be to my tastes. So it's just very eclectic. But yeah, I'd say if you care about that, then take it into consideration. So somewhere here connects to a warped forest, I'm pretty sure. Why is it so dark? I feel like this is foggier, too, than it usually is. I swear... I swear. Can't see! Can't see nothing! Is that a way uppies? I think it is. I legitimately can barely see. I know I wandered around here and found an exit that was Warped Forest. Or I could see Warped Forest in the distance. What is haps? What is the haps? Oh, hello, sir! I didn't know if I've ever fought one of you before. It was unpleasant. And that is a man who wishes to attack me unless it is a baby. It's got a big head, so Art thou, baby? Why are you just staring at me? I can't see anything. That looks like an Exit hole. It's fine. It's a baby and it's not gonna attack me. This looks like a place. No, it's just a hole! It is just your plain old average hole. I love that for myself. Is there literally nothing else to work with here? Like, oh, hello. That's something to work with. I'm ignoring chat. I know. I'm sorry. But I would like to figure out where the heck I am. Free me! It's a hole, but is this where I came from? Did I get turned around? That's sent a lot of pigs. So I should eat. Hey, I don't have the things. I don't have a shield. Do I have a shield? I have a shield. You know, for some reason I just assumed, because I did not have my shield equipped, that I did not have my shield in my inventory. Which is a very silly thought of me. There we go. Can I have a warped forest, please? Where was that from? A child. Warped forest! Yeah. Because I don't want to be attacked. Where's Ya? Ya! Let's go. Let's go, yeah. I'm afraid I'm going to be attacked the second I get distracted by chat. Ah. Interesting. I'm gonna take this. Just because then I can go home easier. Let's actually waypoint this. Let's waypoint this. Okay, let's catch up on chat real quick. Funko Pop, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Yes, I'm evil. Okay, I didn't miss too much in chat. I think it's fine to have eclectic stuff, you know? I mean, everybody dreams of having, like, a specific aesthetic going on. But I also, like, maximalism and being eclectic has a lot of personality to it, as long as it's not like you're hoarding stuff, you know? I think it shows a lot of your personality to have, like, a lot of your old favorite stuff. As long as it, like, is stuff you actually are still into. Obviously, if you've kind of moved on, like, you don't need to keep all this stuff just because you have some memory associated with it. It's very much up to the individual person. I like keeping a lot of my stuff, but every once in a while I'll go through a bunch of it and get rid of it. There's not an easy way over here. I like the scary noises as I'm doing possibly scary things. I'm realizing there's like so many Endermen around here, and I am so likely to stare at one while bridging like this. Scary. Sorry! Like, look at that guy. That guy's like right underneath me. I could accidentally look at him any second while bridging. There we go! We're here! Finally! Give me your branches. That's the most appropriate phrasing to say that. I'm good. Yeah, candy wrappers is probably a bit much. Unless it's like those ones with like the jokes on them. I wouldn't judge someone for keeping the ones with like the jokes and the fortunes on them. Sometimes that's just fun. I'm just like destroying this forest. I don't really care though. Deforestation! Guys, I want to yap to you guys so much about my next character's backstory, and I can't. I can't even, like, have you guys ask me silly questions about the character, because you have no impression of what the character is. Sadness. I do need to flesh out the backstory more, though. But I'm so excited for it. I want to give you all the spoilers. But I can't. I must be good and well behaved. Oh. I realize I'm very hungry. I'm a hungry bear in the game. They were shiny. Aw. Yeah, that's not worth keeping it for, I don't think. There's many shiny things in the world much better than candy wrappers. Alright, how many of these do I actually have now? 5 stacks, and we might want more. If we're being so realistic. There we go. So we never know, like, it's so far away. I guess I have a waystone close by now, though. Why's that big one gotta be, like... No, I want that. I want all this wood. It's so big. It was so big. I needed it. I mean, I guess I could have you guys try to ask me questions about the character, but I can't give you, like, any information. So it's gotta be, like, absolutely ridiculous questions. Or else I won't be able to answer. It's hard to even prompt because you guys don't even know what, like, the world is gonna be. I do, though. It's exciting. Okay, now I want more. I'm gonna be so greedy right now. Because I don't want to be coming back here. I'm getting really hot, which is why I'm not commentating as well, I think. It's always something with me. Something for me to complain about. I've been worse about that lately, I find, and I'm annoyed with myself about it. More light. I actually don't even know if I'll be using shroom lights. I often build with shroom lights in like creative mode and stuff, so. What's their favorite color? Green. The character's favorite color is green. I love shroom lights, yeah. I like the like variety of lighting we have now. I know half of this is gonna fall in the lava, but we're gonna try. I got some out of that. Meows online. Yes, the character's favorite color is green. I can share that. There's a specific reason why the character's favorite color is green. But I can't share that. Oh, there's an Enderman. I could have looked at him. Okay, I think we'll fill up this last inventory slot, and then that's it. Like you can see, I kind of cleared out this area before. Last time I was here. I keep nearly looking at these Endermen. Not good. I like the nether sounds that are there just to like convince you that you could be attacked by an Enderman right now. Like the ones that are just screaming. Why's there gotta be a ravine here? That's just mean. Okay, let's go to the iron farm. I like that that means I just missed the iron farm last time I was here, or the iron farm is being built in the meantime. Which I doubt that's the case. No one's been on frequently enough lately to, like, want to build an iron farm, I feel. They look tasty, shroom lights. I feel like I agree with you. I feel like they'd probably have, like, maybe a marshmallowy mouthfeel. Something like that. Maybe taste a little like honey. They would, kind of gooey, yeah. But like in a good way. Like in a, like it's kind of like a dry-ish gooey rather than like a wet gooey. There we go. I'm home! How long have I been streaming? Just an hour. Wow. That's how you know, like, streams always feel shorter once you've been streaming consistently for a bit. Once you miss a couple, it feels so much longer. That means we get rid of the rest of that. Let's drink some water. As I am really overheating. I mean, it's just 24 degrees out. But, sometimes that's a lot hotter than you think it is. When you're Canadian and it's the first big heats. Didn't I hop down here at one point? Yeah. That's much faster than taking the stairs. I'm so hot, guys. It's like legitimately almost unbearable right now. Which I know it's mixed with the heat from my laptop. I think one beneficial thing about moving is I probably, when, like, Will and I get a place, I'll put my setup somewhere that is not, like, cramped corner. Like I'll put it somewhere with a bit more airflow. Because I think this is like the least airflow part of my room. And then I have like in a corner facing out towards the room with my computer that causes heat right in front of me. That's why it gets so hot when I'm streaming. We're here! I don't want to do more work. I don't wanna. I will though. I'll be good. I forgot to bring scaffolding. Oh man, really? The work never stops. It never does. The work that I give myself for the sake of my creative dreams never stops. I did this to myself, and I'm proud of it. Oh! How dare. I also, like, probably am gonna need to heal my tools so soon. Again? Nope. I'm so hot, guys. I think that's all I'm gonna say for the rest of the stream, because it's gotten to a point. It's gotten to a point where it's very hot in my room. Oh, we're done. Shelf finally looking clean. Yay! Good job, Wrigley! I think, other than this, we've almost got all of the, like, structures kind of sorted. Ah! That's not what I wanted in life. There we go. And then over here too. Not there. My tools could be where I want them to be. When I'm scrolling, when my scroll bar does bad things, that would be lovely. When my scroll wheel misbehaves. Yeah. Yeah. Hydrate or dehydrate. Here we go. Spilled a little bit of water on myself. That was an accident. I don't know about underground. Okay, now the plot is this. We make it into little homes. Like so. This one's gonna have a doorway here, actually. And this one, it's gonna be touching the thing because it's only 3s. This will also have a doorway. But these ones, it'll be popped inwards because there's more space to work with. I'm gonna put a big door in front, like that. And this is gonna be backwards facing. That one's just gonna have a door in the front. Or should I have a door in the back for this one? I think I'm gonna put the door in the back for this one. 2 back door ones. Because I want it to be harder to get to. This will have a back door, I think. And it's gonna be inwards just because it's gonna have like a ladder. And it's gonna get thicker or something. Alright, bye bye, back. Thanks for stopping by. And then backwards. And then this was also backwards, I'm pretty sure. Backwards in a row. And then frontwards with the big entryway. This is like where people are gonna spawn, so there's gonna be like beds and stuff in here. That's my plan for that. Which side are you on? You're on the back side. And then you're on the walls of biome. The thing is, okay, with this outline done, I might just leave it here because, like I said, it is getting really hot in my room, and it might be, because I need to catch up on editing as well, best to end here while we still have some energy going on, having a good time. Because I know I'm about to go energy levels because it's just super hot in here. And then I can make sure I definitely have my stuff done in time for uploading tomorrow. So, finale premiere. I think this was good work. We've got a good layout going on. And I'll need to find a good place to put a flower pot in each of these rooms. These ones are going to have 2 levels. Maybe I even have multiple flower pots in some of the buildings. Essentially, the idea is the flower pots cannot be moved, but the flowers can. I don't think I need any of this anymore. I think I've decided against it. Maybe keep the saplings there, actually, though. Okay. Clean that up. Run to the Risha Tower. But yeah, I think we'll end early just because I don't want an energy plummet, and I would really appreciate myself if I could get myself to edit today. And I think ending early would mean I'd have the energy to edit, because starting editing after like 4 p.m. is always a huge struggle for me. Like, to get started. I have edited well past 4 p.m. before. But it can't start after that. It just doesn't work. My brain won't click for it. To the Risha Tower. So I can teleport home. By the way, it's been a long time since I streamed Stardew Valley. And I've been thinking lately, since it's slowed down a bit on Arctic, I might bring it back into the rotation. I don't know, though. Because I do want to keep this server alive until September. Like, I don't want me doing less streams on Arctic, make it so people want to get on less. Because I do know there is a bit of a correlation there. Here we go. Alrighty. Is there anyone live? I'm curious if Hunter left to go start stream himself. I don't have a stream start notification from him, so probably not. But thank you guys for stopping by. We're adjusting our stream schedule, not schedule, but times a little bit. I'm trying to be better about just listening to my body for when I should be streaming. And I know that can be really annoying for streaming consistency and like lengths and stuff, but it does mean you'll have more entertaining and fun streams. And when I recover from whatever this is, it's probably like streaming burnout or something. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a little bit of that because I have been doing consistent streams for 4 years. But yeah, we're gonna work on it, and when we're better, it means it'll be even better when we get back to being consistent. He streams at 4. Okay. He usually like starts stream like right after I end stream, and I'm like, ah, I could have rated you. But I don't actually know his stream schedule super well. Well, for a while he didn't have a specific one, so I get confused. Anyways, your health is important though. Yes, I'm trying to treat it as such, even though I don't tend to, because I'm a silly Billy. But anyways, that'll be all for today. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you had fun. I did too. I think that's all the updates I have for you. Last Life will be tomorrow, the finale. And then, actually, I can just log off and full face cam this. Last Life finale will be tomorrow. And then Wednesday we'll probably definitely have a stream unless I'm like feeling really bad, which hopefully I'm not. I don't even know. I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow, so I should have energy levels Wednesday, but it's unpredictable. But should be streaming that day because I don't have to worry about conserving energy for a recording in the evening because Last Life was a finale, so I've got no recordings for a bit. Other than that, there will be no stream on Saturday though, for sure, because I'm going to a thing. A little masquerade ball one of my friends IRL is having. Any other updates? I don't think so. I think that's all the future I know for now. I hope you guys are excited for the new series that's gonna come somewhat soonish. Month, 2 month time, somewhere in there. And I'll probably be able to give you a little more hints about that as we get closer to the dates. Also fun, yeah. I'm excited for it. It's a cosplay friend of mine, so I know at least us two are gonna go all out for it. I don't know about their other friends. But yeah, that is all. We managed to last like an hour and 20 minutes, which is pretty good. Thank you all for coming. I love you guys very, very, very much. Have a good morning, evening, noon, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. And bye-bye!